Welcome to another session of Prof. Ray about education. A 13-year-old child, female, that about a year ago during sports activities, she slipped and fell and injured her right hip. Even did a consultation with the traditional bone setter. Unfortunately, about 3 weeks ago, she slipped again, fell, now having pains on the left hip. So she has affectation of both hip joints, and you can see how she walks, manages to walk now. She's able to tolerate some pains on the right lower limb, and it's actually very, very painful on the left. So they have done a CT scan, they did x-rays, and you will see the picture on the CT scan. At least we'll do the screening picture for everybody to see, which shows us that there is a bad slip on the left growth disc of the upper femur. We're going to admit her, and we're going to operate on her and fix the hips. She's a young girl, so uh, prognosis or outcome is very, very encouraging. Now, the problem here is that these children about this age group are in a rapid growth phase of their lives, and usually how bones grow in length or height is that cartilage is formed, and then it's ossified, that is, it's turned into bone stage by stage. As you have cartilage being formed, the lower part is turned into bone, and like that, that's how a child grows in the vertical direction. And usually what causes this problem, it's because the amount of cartilage that is being formed outpaces the amount of cartilage that is turned into bone. So there is a shortfall. You have more of cartilage than ossification, that is formation of new bone. And therefore, that growth disc in these children are weak. So sometimes with minimal trauma, or sometimes no trauma at all, the hips will just slip on the growth disc, and it has to be corrected. It has to be fixed. If it is not fixed, before you know what is happening, that whole head becomes degenerate and might affect the entire joint. So we're going to put her briefly on traction. Traction is that we just keep her, put some weights on her lower limb and pull her over a few days. And then under image guidance using an x-ray, we're going to put some screws in her hip that goes from the outer part of the upper femur through the neck of the femur across the growth disc where the problem is into the head of the femur. And by the time we do that operation, we'll also post for you to see. Thank you very much for listening. These are very, very common and difficult to manage injuries of the lower limb in children. And the traditional bone setter cannot handle this one. There is no amount of splintage that will help these children. So if you don't bring the child to hospital on time, you are only undoing the child. And therefore, we encourage if a child falls and begins to limp or cannot bear weight, is complaining of severe pains in the hip region, the advice is to consult an orthopedic specialist as fast as possible so that one, we intervene early, prognosis will be good, and you also limit the amount of time you are wasting waiting for whatever to heal the child. Again, thank you for listening.